Yo, what's up, guys? This is your boy Strider Chip. I'm back with another one here to bring you some brand new content here, guys, to the channel. And guys, I'm doing this little quick video here because I just seen this video just recently. It's a funny ass, it's a cool, very good animated video of Superman versus the Hulk. Okay, I saw it on my Facebook at one point. I saw it there. Somebody posted it up on Facebook, and then I went here and YouTubed it, whatever. And I saw it here on YouTube, and I'm looking at some of these comments. And you know what, guys? I'm gonna give you my opinion about the topic here with this whole Superman versus the Hulk thing. It's kind of, if you think about it, this whole battle is just like how Superman would be if he fought Doomsday or Bungle. If you think about it, it's kind of like this, more or less the same thing. Superman has already fought dudes that had enhanced strength, incredible strength, who were just as strong as he was, or probably even stronger, or probably less stronger. I would say that the Hulk is less stronger than Superman. Superman has way too much more potential than the Hulk will ever have. Superman has done more than the Hulk could ever do with his strength. We haven't seen the Hulk lift a planet. Okay, we seen Superman bench pressing the Earth's weight with his only with one hand at that in Superman All Stars. You know what I mean? But to compare Superman with the Hulk, what? What? Have you guys lost your mind? Well, the Hulk would win, and then it's funny towards the end of this whole entire video, they even show it that Superman was about to bring this boy into space. That would have been it. You know what I mean? Even at that, if Superman could tap into his 100% strength, the game with the Hulk would be over. This is how strong Superman is. Like, you guys don't really, y'all underestimate the potential of what Superman is and what it could be. Like the way they made Superman look in the Man of Steel, was bitch made. I mean, that's just he has, like, they even said it himself that Superman is so incredibly strong. They even said it on that, what's that, the death battles when Superman was fighting Goku. Superman was so strong that he has to put mental barriers on his own strength and on his own abilities. At that, Superman is twice as fast as the Hulk would ever be. Man, 10 times as fast actually. And y'all comparing him like to the Hulk, like this is gonna be a good fight. Like, I feel my honest opinion is I feel like Superman could have ended this fight in a matter of 30 seconds to a minute if he really wanted to. If he was tapping into his full strength, this 100% strength of what the Superman can do, you know what I mean, with the sunlight absorb and everything that he does, he will punch a hole through your boy's heart, man. Like, the Hulk is nobody. You know what I mean? Same thing with Thor. Like, you guys shouldn't even compare Superman to Thor. Like, Thor is a demigod. Thor is not even a god. He's a demigod. That dude is weak. He ain't nobody without the hammer. We clearly saw that. Thor ain't nobody. The Hulk ain't nobody. Come on, Mongol is beating Superman, but technically he ain't nobody. But you know what I mean? These people, everybody, see, this is why I don't really, I'm the same way with a lot of other people with this Superman thing. This is why I don't really like Superman. It's because he's overpowered. It's nothing really interesting about his character anymore. He has weaknesses, or kryptonite, or magic, or maybe the red sun or something like that. But he's very overpowered. He has way too much potential here in this whole battlefield. This dude is like one of the most deadliest characters ever created by DC. Oh, well, there's people who can copy powers and stuff like that. Well, true. I mean, I can understand all that. That's not a bad thing to have. I mean, they could probably copy Superman's powers and use that at at will too at that. But it's not like they're gonna. Personally, I think that they won't last as long as probably Superman would anyway. You know what I mean? It's just that, if they had somebody like Superman versus Rogue, or Nathan, some character that can absorb his powers or something like that. Maybe there might be more of a decent fight. But even then, you know, Superman could still fight. Then, I mean, he fought in the Man of Steel movie. He fought against his own Kryptonian. What's his name? Zod or whatever. You know what I mean? He was Kryptonian too. He had the same abilities as Superman did, and he broke his neck. So, what makes you think that Superman won't be able to do that to Rogue or some of those other X-Men or whatever? You know what I mean? Nightcrawler. I mean, this is why a lot of times, you know, I know I'm ranting here. I feel like a lot of the characters in the DC universe sometimes, or I like to say they're a little bit more kind of more interesting to me. To me, they feel more interesting. I wouldn't say it's not Superman's character doesn't feel that way to me, but I would say characters like Green Lantern, Batman, and you know, Green Arrow, and you know, characters like that. You know what I mean? I feel like those characters are more original to me because it's like it's a human being in a costume, and they, you know, they kind of make it seem more realistic as they possibly could to me. You know what I mean? Uh, you know what I mean? That's why I kind of like. I would say I like a little bit more of DC comics more than I like Marvel. Marvel characters are just to me. A lot of them are not really that original in my opinion. I feel like it's not too interesting to me. It doesn't. It's something about Marvel characters that just don't interest me anymore. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. There's a whole bunch of people you can read about, but it's a few of them I don't really care too much about. I mean, it's a lot of them I really don't care too much about. But that's not the point of this video. The point I'm trying to make to this video is that I'm not a DC fanboy. I don't have DC comics, nor do I have a whole bunch of Marvel comics. But the point I'm trying to make in this video is you're comparing a character that has way more strength than any other comic book character could ever possibly have. Superman is already destroyed. Superman can destroy a planet by by flying a hole right through that motherfucker. Boom! That's it. That's it for that planet. It's gone. He can destroy it. He can lift the planet's weight. He can do so much more than the Hulk can ever do. The Hulk, I give you that. He has strength. He's strong. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He knows when he gets angrier, when he gets madder, he gonna get stronger. I mean, true, but the like I'm saying, you have to look at what Superman could do here. The Superman has way more strength than any other comic book character could ever have here. Really potentially Superman's not even really a god, but he should be. What he can do, he really should be. They should just can just consider him. He's just pretty much a god here. He's unstoppable. He's really unstoppable. He's that strong. He's that strong, fast. He has all the powers too. His ice breath. He could freeze the Hulk if he really wanted to, and still kill that boy. Well, the Hulk would just bust out of it. He would. How do you know that? I mean, how do we know that? We don't know. I mean, but I'm just giving you the scenarios of what could happen here. You know, don't get me wrong. And you know, Bruce Banner is still the Hulk inside there when he is the Hulk. But sometimes the Hulk doesn't really think like a human. See, the Hulk so frustrated and angry and mad, he can't even much think. You know what I mean? He let his anger control everything, man. You know what I mean? It's like, see, the thing is that I mean, don't compare the Hulk to a superhero like Superman, because the Superman was in this battle. Okay, in my honest opinion, I think that Superman would probably bust a hole through this man's chest here and rip all his heart out if he really could. He really could do that. He can potentially tap into that strength that he has under there, and he could use that to his advantage. Okay, and I mean, it's just that simple. It's not that hard. It's not. Superman could do it. If Superman can rip off human beings' arms, pretty sure he can rip off an enhanced human being at that. So the Hulk is technically a human being. He's not really a mutant. He's not really a mutant per se. You know what I mean? He's more human, and he transformed into that that type of being, whatever. So I'm pretty sure he would do that. You know what I mean? If he can lift up the Hulk's weight and toss. If he can spin and toss the Hulk around like he did in this video that I was watching, I'm pretty sure he can do all the other stuff that I'm telling you about what the Superman can do to the Hulk. So the game is a wrap. It's a wrap. It's always been that way. It's nothing new about it. It's nothing new about it. You know what I mean? It's just more or less it's another match of Superman versus Doomsday. Was Doomsday killed Superman? I mean, Doomsday put Superman in a coma. First of all, let me keep that straight. He put him in a coma. Okay, and then he came back and he whooped his ass. Well, Superman got beat by Mongul. I mean, yeah, he probably did. I mean, it doesn't mean that Superman can't beat Mongul. You know what I mean? But fuck all that. That's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make was Superman is just he would beat the Hulk easily. The Hulk just wouldn't be much of a match to him. You know what I mean? It would be another day of a villain going bad, and the Superman and do what he can do here to beat him. That'll be about it. You know what I mean? That'll be about it. So that's my opinions about it. I think Superman would just honestly, he would destroy this match. He would just take him over. Let me know what your comments are in the description. And hope you enjoyed this video, and peace.